Hello YouTube, how's it going? I know, I haven't been making videos here lately, huh? Well, turn that off. I was fixing to leave, but I just thought I'd turn the camera on and at least say hello and Merry Christmas to everybody. I've just been having a hard time, I guess I'll just shoot a quick vlog, I wasn't gonna do the video, but something just told me to get in my pocket, pick up the camera and push record and then do it. Just do it, One thing that's getting on my nerves a lot lately is all the pressures of passing inspection at the shop and the paint not drying on the floor and just in general, I miss my mom so much, man. I miss her. That's where I went. That's where I went whenever Christmas came, was Mom's house, Take the kids, load them up in the car, no matter where she was. I always drove long distances to from Texas to Louisiana. When she lived in Wyoming, I'd go all the way to Wyoming, just for Christmas, barely had enough money to put the gas in, and sometimes if we took the wrong detour, we had to borrow money, call them, and wire some money. That's how we was. We flew by the seat of our pants just to go see Granny. Half the time when I got there, I told Grandma, "Mama, don't buy me no Christmas presents. I need gas money to get back. I just want to see your face." Anyway, that's what's going on. I'll tell you something. I know I've been procrastinating on my license, man, but here, let me go in here. Let me go in here because this is funny. I couldn't turn the camera on because the police that pulled me over the other day in the truck. We was taking Christmas photos in Louise. We decked it out with Christmas scene in the background, stuff like that. And when I was leaving, I don't know what I did. I think the steering wheel had play in it, and my wife says, "The steering wheel has play in it." And I said, "Yeah, I know." And I did like that, and then the cop was behind me. I didn't know it was getting dark. But here, I want to show it with you like this. Hey, honey, pause it. Pause it. I haven't shot no videos, and I just decided I'd shoot a video. She's just getting off work.
Sick.
Yeah, and she's sick. But hey, I wanted to tell you two people about what it was like to get pulled over with Limpy. You got to tell them. You got to help me tell this story. So we get pulled over, right? And because of my past and my record, we're sitting in the truck.
Wait, back up. When we do get pulled over, we're pulled over in front of our house. They pull up in the driveway. We're pulled up in the driveway. And the cop comes over.
Oh, wait, let me pause it for a second. The cop comes over and he says, "Let me see your driver's license and registration." No, so let me see your driver's license. And so he gets my, I said, "I don't have a driver's license. All I got is an ID." So I gave him my ID. And then they
want my ID.
They want her ID. So they went back to the car and they started to get out of the car. And I said, "Good, I'm not going to jail." And she goes, "How do you know?" I said, "Because there ain't another cop pull up behind them. When there's two cops show up, that means you're going to jail."
Somebody's fixing to have a really bad day.
Yeah. From experience, I've gotten pulled over forever. But anyway, go ahead and tell the story, Annie.
Okay. And then they proceed to say, asking us, "Do you know why we pulled you over?" I didn't even know the cops were behind us. Oh, wait, let me back up. They asked where we were coming from. I said, "We come from the park."
I told them already we was shooting family photos.
Yeah, we did some Christmas pictures. And they said, "Well, you know why we pulled you over?" And we're like, "No." He goes, "Keep in mind, Limpy put a new motor in the truck." He goes, "Well, first of all, at that stop sign, You kind of gunned it. Take it off.
It's got a 411 rear end in it, is what I told him. And then he says, well, why was you weaving a little bit? I said, because the steering wheel has play and slop in it. And
I said, well, actually, we were just discussing that, and I was telling him how the truck had play in it. And so, of course, he had to demonstrate the play as he's driving. They're like, okay. Do you live here? I'm like, yeah, we live here. I really got to go pee. They're like, okay.
Well, they told her, they said, wait a minute, man. And I'm standing, they asked me to get out of the car. And the cop, he's real nice, because there's locals. But he says, man, we can't let you go pee before we have to make sure you're not going to go flush nothing because of my record, not because of hers, because of mine. Because
he was driving.
Yeah, because I was driving, and anytime she gets pulled over, they always they don't do much mind to it. But if I'm driving, I mean, let me pause a little bit. When they pull you over and you have a record, and especially if you've gotten arrested for some kind of substance in your past, well, then that gives...
Substance or paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia or anything like that. That gives them the right, pretty much, and the green light to go ahead and ask to search your vehicle.
That gives them probable cause.
Well, I tell you what, honey, I've been with some folks, man, to where the cop gets on their horn, and if you're riding with somebody... and they check the tags or something. I've been with somebody that they go, okay, driver, step out of the car. And you passenger, step out of the car. Take 5 steps backwards and lay on the ground, and they do all this crap. I got pulled over with one guy, his nickname was Trigger. But anyway.
That didn't sound like it had a good evening.
No, he didn't. He had a bad rep, man. Had a lot of crap on his record, and they didn't want to get shot. So that's the way they.
Anyway, so back to
they didn't do that to us. Not.
So they row and they run our names, and they come back, and then the second cop out of nowhere, he comes up, and first cop says, "You don't mind if we search your vehicle, do you?" And the guy's putting on the rubber gloves like he's fixing to do a prostate exam. I'm like, go ahead.
That's because people have them stuff that sticks people.
He was pretty good at putting that glove on.
Here's the funniest part. Let me get to the funniest part. He says, "Ma'am, before you go in there and take a tinkle, I'm gonna let you go in there, but you gotta grab your bra and pull it up in the air." Well, she goes to grab her bra and she almost got it about halfway, and he says, "Whoa, stop! Stop like that. We don't need to see him. We just want you to shake him real good." And my wife says, "Okay, I'll shake him real good. I used to work in a nightclub once." So she's shaking her titties. She's shaking her titties up and down.
Goes, "I need you just to grab your bra from the outside of your shirt and pull out and then just kind of shake them." I said, "Pull them out," and I shook them and shook them. Like, "Okay, that's enough. You don't have anything in there." I'm like, "Oh, sorry, old habits, hard to break." They're like, "You can go ahead and go pee." But in the meantime, while I'm going to the bathroom, they're panicking over the 2 idiots barking. She's not going to let that dog out, is she?
Yeah, my dogs were going off in the house. I said, "No, they're fine." But anyway, in the end, he didn't give me no tickets. He says, "Sir, your license is clean. You don't got a suspended license. I'm not going to give you no tickets." He says, "But you need to go down and get your license, man. All you got to do is go down to the DPS and take the test." And I said, "Well," he says, "Yeah, I know. You got 2 warrants out, and I'm not going to take you in for those." He says, "You just need to go in there and talk to the cities that you got the warrants for, make some arrangements to pay them, and then go ahead and get your license. And if you can't make the payments, or just keep going back to the courts and tell them, they don't agree with my problem is this: if I don't got the money to pay that bill consecutively like they want to, then they get upset in there when you go in there broke and you tell them you can't do it, and they don't like giving extensions. You try to turn yourself in, and they don't want to do that. They just want your money, and it's just a big old hassle. In the past, I might have said this before, I've always just took a vacation. What did it do? It gave Mom the time to clear out the house with all the junk that I had around.
I used to. I would get real upset. "Oh my God, he's going to jail. What are we going to do?" After a while, it's, It's all right, kid. Your daddy's going to go do some work for the police officers. Time to clean house. Get rid of some of that shit he's been holding on to for years. You know, you ladies know what I'm talking about. You know, your man. Don't throw that cord away.
Yeah, I can put an end on it.
I can use it to put an end on that thing over there that needs a new end. That I've only been toting around for 10 years. You know. Don't throw that away. It's got memories of when I got my first pubic hair. Come on.
Come on now. Anyway, that's the story, man. And the police officer told me, he says, we don't take people to jail in this town. We don't arrest people for DWIs if we don't have to. He says we keep it because here's the thing. If they take you to jail, then you receive a county charge, and the county has to take and put you on probation, this, that, and the other. They just
county gets all the money.
The county gets all the money. So these little small cities around here, they're not taking you to jail. They'll just write you another ticket if they have to. But thank God I didn't get another ticket, and I think I'm going to go down and make some arrangements, honey.
Well, yeah, I've given you an ultimatum. You have until the first of the year to get this taken care of, or I'm going to drag your ass down there. Because I'm tired of playing chauffeur. Oh, God, I can't go do that.
I just
There's
stay
cops.
local, man. It's like she'll ask me to go somewhere, and I said, it's across the line. She says, cross the line. I said, it's out of the city. I ain't going. I'll drive around here in this neighborhood and stuff because the police, they all know me. Every one of them knows me now. I think I've gotten pulled over by every one of the officers on shift. They've pulled me over. They've given me a break. They love my truck. They've asked me. I'm just open with my recovery.
And then this last little escapade turned into a nice little learning section about Walmart security. Come to find out, one of the cops has a second job being security at Walmart. We had a lot of good, useful knowledge that we exchanged between one another.
Right. And I said, well, why are you giving me a break? And he said, I want you to feel, because you live here in this city, that if you need to call the police, you're not going to hesitate to call us. And because you live here. And because he was very nice, man. And all the police that has pulled me around here, over around here, since I've moved into this town, one by one, they like me, they know me. The other day, I went up to go help one of my friends that bought a car from the auction up here. I went in there, and he opened the gate, and he said, so you still don't got your license, huh? And I said, no, not yet. And he says, and that was back before all the surcharges were removed. The state of Texas used to give you surcharge every time you get a ticket.
September 1st, 2019,
yeah, they lifted them all,
surcharges.
but that was back then. He says, well, they're going to lift them surcharges, man. He says, when you think you lift them surcharges, you need to go in there and get your license. And I go, I know. And I know I'm babbling on, but I was looking in the truck that we just bought. You know, I didn't buy it, but the guy next to me bought it. And I looked in there, I looked at the cop, and I said, it looked like somebody had been tweaking in here. He says, oh, yeah, this guy, we had to take him in on this one. We couldn't let him drive down the road. It looked like he'd been up for 10 days. He says, you know about tweakers, huh? I said, yeah, man. I said, I'm an ex-tweaker myself, man. He says, yeah, they like to tear up their cars a lot.
Lord. All right, well, it's my night time because my head hurts and my nose feels like it's in my head and
Okay.
I'm sick.
All right, Dum-Dum. I got to leave Dum-Dum here. Yeah, they don't like me leaving my dog in the car with the car running. Even with the car running, they tell me, that's going to kill him. I'm like, why is it going to kill him?
He said, Daddy, I need a
Carbon
Christmas
monoxide
sweater.
poison.
I need a Christmas
No,
sweater.
they're going to give me crap about it. I can't go up there to Whataburger anymore now. It's getting cold. They think I'm abusing him. Even if I leave the car running, they tell me it's going to kill him with carbon monoxide. I'm like, man, you can stay in your car with it running, man. What's the deal? But it just causes a lot of controversy that I don't want to go to. So, Dum-Dum, you're going to have to stay home. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later till next time. And just wanted to tell everybody Merry Christmas, and y'all have a Happy New Year as well. Is all the dogs in the house, honey? No, you ain't going. Is Gottison in there?
No.
Gottison! Anyway, I got to get off here and look for my dog. Yeah, I got to go. Yeah, he might have got now. Anyway, I'll see y'all later till next time. Let's stir out. Keeping it straight, keeping it real.